Hey everyone, it's me Triton, and in today's video, I'm going to be helping you guys unlock the secret momentum ability for the 4 characters in Gotham Knights. Now, a prerequisite for this is that you have to progress far enough into the story, I believe that's like 8.1 on the main storyline, in order to be able to have this under your challenges and the momentum ability section. So play long enough until you first see it. That's going to be the first step. The second step of this too, and just a quick tip, is do not start New Game Plus before you do this, because you're going to have to get all the way back to that point in order to unlock this. I actually made that mistake. I beat the game with Batgirl, did not unlock the secret momentum ability, started New Game Plus, and it was gone. Did not give me the ability to do it, and I think it even erased my progress. So real quick tip, make sure that you have unlocked this for your characters before starting a New Game Plus. Now, again, once you have this unlocked, you've progressed far enough into the story, you're going to see this under your challenges and then the momentum abilities. Now, the main thing here is, if you look online and you see a bunch of tips for this video when I try to do this, a lot of them tell you to go and just, do a bunch of crimes around the city, try to find weaker enemies. You have to kind of pepper them a little bit to get your momentum ability to kill them, because that is a requirement. Now, with the start of Heroic Assault, you can actually just farm this in the lowest floor of our Heroic Assault. So what I suggest is that you go to Heroic Assault, you go to floor 1, and then as you do this, you can continuously farm this. Now, one of the main things here is that you do not have to wait for the cooldown. So you probably saw Robin's cooldown for the Microbots is 8 minutes. So instead of waiting that entire time, what you can instead do is just farm floor 1 over and over and over until this is done. Now, for each character, Nightwing, you have to kill 5 characters with the nest. That's relatively easy. You could do that immediately. With Batgirl, you need 20 kills with the drone. That's probably the most challenging one. You're definitely going to want to do that here. Robin, 10 kills with their Microbots. And Red Hood, 15 kills with the Mystical Bullet. Now, you may have to come in here and have to build up some momentum. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. You're going to have to build up some momentum bars in order to do the ability required. So you may have to come in here, have this first wave of guys, and just build up your momentum. But again, the key to doing this on floor 1, especially if you are stronger in the game, which you most likely are, is all of these enemies you can see are pretty much getting one shot. If you try to do this in the open world at level, you are going to have to pepper all of those guys, and it's going to be very situational, and you're going to have to wait for that cooldown. But here in Heroic Assault, you do not have to wait. You'll see I'll activate it right now. I think on this first go, I killed 9 people, or 9 enemies here with this ability. It's pretty simple. I would recommend probably grouping as many people up as you can. With these waves, I would just run to the middle or run somewhere. Usually you'll get 12, 15 enemies sometimes, and then you can just have them kill as many people as possible. Now, the good thing here, again, as I cancel and go back, is you'll see when I reinitialize floor 1 is that my cooldown is completely off. So I will have access to Robin's ability with, again, an 8-minute cooldown. I'm going to have access to it right away. And again, I recommend this highly for those of you who may have taken a break from a game, for those of you guys who may not have done this. It was very tedious because I, again, tried to do this with Batgirl early, and it was really hard to get kills with the drone. I'm very glad I discovered this method, because if you look out on YouTube, a lot of these videos were based in like October, November, when Heroic Assault wasn't available, or they didn't really farm this method at the time. So if you're trying to get these abilities done and you're someone that's still playing this game or playing it for the first time, given a sale or something like that, this is the best way. Now, I will also say that in terms of abilities, you really want to do this with Batgirl. Her ability is awesome. When you have that swarm of bats, and it pretty much prevents you from taking any damage, and it also inflicts damage as like an area effect, it is awesome. So if you have momentum builds that allow you to consistently spam that ability, I highly, highly recommend it. But this is the best way to do it, guys. It won't take you that long. Again, key things: don't start New Game Plus. Make sure you have this ability unlocked with every one of your characters before you start New Game Plus. I would also recommend floor 1, Heroic Assault. You're going to have 100% access to that. And make sure you've progressed far enough into the story where this is available. I know that seems obvious, but just because something's obvious doesn't mean it's not true. So if you're watching this and saying, hey, I don't even see it, it's probably because you haven't gone further enough in the story. And you're going to see here in a second, it procs right there on the screen. Again, thank you guys for joining. If you have any other videos for Gotham Knights you'd like me to do, I'd be happy to do them. But until the next time, take it easy.